If you've been told to just rest your knee pain away, you've been set up for failure. Rest alone is not the solution, and today we're going to fix that. I get it, knee pain's frustrating, whether it's stopping you from hiking, running, or simply walking up the stairs. It's easy to think about avoiding movement to be the safest option. But here's the truth, resting too much can actually make your knees feel worse, not better. Stick with me and I'll explain why the rest is best approach does not work, what happens when you rely on it, and what you can do instead to start moving better, feeling better, and getting back to the activities you love. I'm Dr. John Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist, strength conditioning coach, and board certified in orthopedics. I've helped hundreds of people overcome their knee pain, both online and in person. And I want nothing more than for you to live a full and fulfilling life with healthy knees that support you for a long time to come. So let's get right into it. One of the most common things people hear when they have knee pain is just rest it. Stop exercising and it'll get better. It sounds logical, right? Give it time to heal and the pain will go away. But here's what happens when you rely on rest alone. Muscles can start to atrophy. When you stop moving, the muscles around your knee, like your quads, your hamstrings, further up near your hips and your glutes, all those muscles start to weaken. And weaker muscles mean less support and less stability for your knees. And another issue that occurs is joint stiffness. So without regular movement, your knee is not getting the lubrication it needs to stay smooth and pain-free. So if you think about it throughout the day, when you're healthy, you're moving your knees, you're going back and forth, lubricating the joint. But if you're sitting in one position all day, then all of a sudden, when you start to move those joints, it's not going to be quite as easy because you're not moving them frequently. So let's take a look at a real life analogy. I'll put it this way. Think of your knees like a car. If you park in the garage for months without starting it, what happens? The engine struggles, the battery dies, and it just doesn't run smoothly. Your knee works the exact same way. It needs regular movement to stay functional, stable, and strong. So the key to overcoming knee pain is not stopping completely. It's about finding the right kind of movement. Movement that strengthens your knee, keeps you active, and doesn't make the pain worse. So let's talk about three specific strategies to help you get started. The first is low impact exercises. So thinking about movements like cycling or swimming that are gentle on your joints but keep you active. And even a brisk walk can do wonders for your knees without the impact of running. So if you are having a lot of pain, try to find easy entry points to exercises. Things don't stress the joint very much. But there's going to come a point in time where it is important that we do work on strengthening in a controlled manner. So building strength around the muscles of the knee is going to be crucial. We'll bring out the knee model again. All these muscles surrounding the knee. So think about the quad specifically above the knee, your hamstrings in the back of the knee, and then moving up higher towards the hips, your glute muscles. Building as much strength as you can in those areas is going to be absolutely crucial for helping the knees recover or be fully supported to where you won't have quite as much pain. So some examples of those exercises, I mean, it can be as simple as squatting up and down from a chair. It starts small, build back to, or build up to where you're tapping your butt down to the chair, and then eventually you'll be able to take the chair out and do, body weight squats without anything there. You can also do something like glute bridges where you're lying on your back, just lifting your hips up, squeezing your glutes. Again, the stronger you get these muscles, the more support you're going to have for the knees. Next, stretching and mobility work are also super, super important. When people think about physical therapy, a lot of times they get asked, okay, like what stretches can I do for my knee? It's a little bit more complex than that because you do need to work on strengthening. You need to work on building up your capacity to move, but stretching is also super, super important. So I will say, stretching and mobility work can do a lot for improving pain in your knees. So tight muscles in your hips, your calves, your hamstrings, they can all pull on your knee and make things worse. So simple stretches for those areas, getting in a daily routine, it can be as simple as, 3 to 5 minutes. That can be super, super helpful in decreasing the amount of stress you have on those areas. Next, we're going to talk just a little bit about mindset. There's a major, major thing I want you to remember. Movement heals, but it's all about the right movement. So don't push into any sort of sharp pain. Instead, try and work within your limits, and those limits will, gradually improve and expand over time. A little bit of discomfort's okay, but that sharp pain is your signal you need to either stop or adjust. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start small. You're going to add in 10 minutes of low impact exercise to your day. Could be as simple as a short walk, maybe some cycling or a couple glute bridges. Gradually increase your time and intensity as your knee gets stronger. And starting small like this is going to be the easiest way to build up over time because so often people think they need to jump back into whatever activity they were doing previously without giving their body time to ramp up, their body time to build up that capacity to get to where they were previously. And that can lead to a lot of discouragement. But if you recognize that you can get back to that place as long as you start small and gradually build up over time, I think having that expectation is extremely helpful. And I want you to remember this, you're not broken. Your knee pain does not have to be permanent. Your body just needs the right inputs, whether that's strength, movement, consistency, all those pieces to heal and get stronger. So to recap, rest is not the answer. Movement is medicine. And with the right exercise and approach, you can build strength, reduce your knee pain, and get back to doing the things you love. If you're ready to take control of your knee pain, I've got a couple different options for you. The first is always my free four-step guide to reducing your knee pain. This guide gives you a lot more information about what might be causing your knee pain based on where the location is, how long you've been dealing with it, as well as some initial steps how to take control of this. If you're ready for the next step, if you want to potentially work together, I'll put my phone number in the comment section, and then you can always just text me podcast. And I'm more than happy to hear what's going on, see if this is something I can help with, and get you headed on the right tracks. At the end of the day, this is all about getting you moving better, getting you feeling better, and helping you reclaim your knees and reclaim your life. Hope you got some value out of this podcast. If you did, feel free to give me a 5-star rating so I can help more people or share this with someone who might benefit from it. Either way, I'm happy to keep putting these out, and I hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.